Hello, guys. Hope everybody's doing good on this rainy day here in southern Kentucky. A little cool, too. Sitting in here by the fireplace and thought I'd go on and holler at you guys for a minute. Salmony's on here today. Hello, everybody. I want to thank everybody again for the good auctions we had. What was it this week? We had them on our regular nights. Had them on Monday and Tuesday night. India's up there working, getting everybody. Hey guys, hey Ralph and Beth, and hey Diva, hey Mr. Underhill. I was just sitting here watching the Kansas and Iowa game, or Iowa State, and waiting for Kentucky to play Arkansas tonight. And my daughter Ruby, she's got her first competition for the Hey Melissa for Winter Guard, and somewhere's about an hour and a half away. We're not gonna get a go to it, but they'll do good. We went out and watched them practice last night, and I really like the song they picked out and the routine that they picked out. It's a fishing theme, and they wear them, you know, rain fishing jackets, and they did a really good job. So I'm wishing them luck today in their competition down in Tennessee. They're going to leave about 2 o'clock and go to that competition. Hey, George Clayton, Les Williams, Darlene Manning. Well, Darlene Manning, we hope you're doing better too. I did get to talk to Diva. I'll let her inform y'all. But last time me and her text back and forth, she was at home resting. Ain't that good news? So, Darlene, we hope you're out of the hospital too, honey. And I think Annette Blevins was still in the hospital too. So we've had 2 or 3 people that's been in the hospital that we need to be saying prayers for. And Darlene's home now. Good, Darlene. Good deal, honey. I don't know if Annette Blevins, she's not on here right now, if she's on. I had a bad fall here the other day, and it wasn't because I got dizzy or anything like that. I've got a building out here behind my house to where I've got some stuff stored in. That's where me and India found the sterling silver and stuff that we sold last week. In my building, we've got a lot of boxes and totes. Thank you, Ralph and Beth. But I started in the building, okay, through the double doors. And we've got a lot of squirrels around here. Some way or another, a squirrel had got in the ceiling, and the ceiling part, when you first go in the door, is a little loose. And when I walked in the door, that squirrel startled me. It jumped in that ceiling, and it startled me, and I backed up out of the doorway. And India's been piling some, like, metal stuff that we're going to sell for scrap metal, that instead of paying the dump to dump them at $100 a ton, we're just going to take it to the scrap yard. Good deal, Robbie. Indy's going to be up there till 4 o'clock today, letting people do their pickup and things like that. But I backed up and I fell over that junk pile, and it was raining. And I had my phone with me, luckily, because of my frozen shoulder that I've got. I cut my finger pretty good right there. And I was sort of wedged between all that junk, and I couldn't get up. So Indy, luckily, was just a couple blocks away at the store. And so we called her, and she rushed over and helped me get up and got me in the house. And for the last couple of days, I've been sore than all get out. I reckon it hit every bone in my body, my shoulders, my knees, my elbows, my hands. And it's made this shoulder worse. It was starting to get better, and it's made it worse. So I'm sitting in front of the fireplace, gonna watch a little TV and thought I'd come on here and holler at you guys and check on Diva and check on Darlene and all the people that's been sort of sick and shut in. Diva, I hope everything is going good for you, honey. Last that I talked to you, you said you was at home resting also. So I hope everything's turned out real good. I'm gonna let my recliner out. Oh, so I'm gonna let my legs up here. Get my feet by the fire there. But I hope everything's working out really good for you, and I see that it is for Darlene because she's out of the hospital too. And I'm gonna sort of India all the local people. India's at the store today. She's finishing up on shipping. She's getting Miss Debbie Witt was just up there. I got to call India a while ago while Debbie was there. She was picking up her stuff. Tim Reels had came in, I think early this morning, picked up his stuff. So if you're local and you got items, India's going to be up there till 4 o'clock for you to pick up your items. And we're going to sort of just try to relax today. And I wanted to go out in the building, but India don't want me going back out there until she's here with me for understandable reasons. I might get Ireland and Jacob. They were resting on the couch, napping. May get them to go with me out there in the building here in a little bit. I got a treasure hunt for items for Monday and Tuesday night sale. It's stuff that we're still finding from Atlanta, Georgia. We found sterling silver forks and spoons that we sold the other night. Found new items. Found a little bit of jewelry. I'm hoping to find more jewelry that from the Atlanta, Georgia, and Chattanooga. A lot of that stuff out there, that's where that's from. And from a few other storage units that we just had stored out there. I lost all my other stuff that I had up there in the other building, but I still got this in this building out here. So hopefully we'll find a lot of good items and have another good auction. I think we did $1,700 last week. I think we did $600 Monday night and $1,100 Tuesday night. So we had a real good week that helped us out with, getting our bills paid and keeping our bills caught up. And I actually started looking at storage units a couple of days ago. There were some ending in 4 days. I'm going to look at here in a little bit. That I saw one that looked promising, and I may bid on it. I just got to remember, I can't put everything on poor old India. I've got to have some help about loading out a storage unit now because I just can't do the lifting and stuff anymore like I used to. And I got depressed last night thinking about it. I really did. I got depressed and I thought, why's a person got to get old? Why's a person got to get sick? And I guess it's just all part of life. It's all a part of living. If we're not living, we're dying. So we all need to get busy living. So I thought about it real long and hard last night. India done went to sleep and I laid there in the bed and I got really, really depressed and really down on myself, thinking why have I went through this last year or two, what I went through. And I'm not young like I used to be. I'm 61 years old. Good deal, Mr. Underhill. I may need you if we get that one unit over there. I'm thinking about bidding on it. If we got the funds, we'll see how many people's paid and how many people's picked up and compare it to the bills that we've got. And I may be able to bid on it if it don't go too high. I saw a churn sitting out in the front of one of the old butter crock churns that had the plunger. And that sort of gave me an idea there might be some other really good stuff in that unit. So I'm going to look at it here in a little bit when I get off of here. and get through talking to you guys, and hopefully we'll be able to get it. Now I've still got units that here is locally that we've got to finish cleaning out, but the weather's got to get better before we can work on them. And then I'd say there's about 20 more that we're trying to help the owner get cleaned out. We've not had much luck at finding really good stuff there, but we made a promise to him that we'd help him get them cleaned out and we could get what we found. And we have found some stuff, but not, like we do sometimes when we go looking. Now, we still might. We got them 6 units we're still working on. 2 of them's about completely. 2 of them was just basically garbage. I think we've spent $160 at the dump so far on those 6 units. And of course, that cuts into your profit. But when you make a deal with somebody, you make a deal with them. And so, yeah, Mr. Underhill, I may call you when he unlocks 6 more of them. I've got to get my building out here went through. Anytime, anytime you want to come over here and dig around, Mr. Underhill, and you got a little time, just like you used to in the basement up there at the building, you sure can come over here and sort of help me try to find. I've got a. It's not a trumpet. It's a baritone. It's one of those short things that looks like a trumpet. It's round. It's got a big old front on it, and it was in a case out there, and I can't find it. But I think it was solid sterling silver, which we know how much that would weigh, and that would really help us out if we found it. I've not found it. I know it's out there somewhere, but that building needs to be. We can back the wagon to it and start throwing stuff away. And I need to get it cleaned out. That way, when I get a storage unit that's got furniture in it that I can't sell at the auction, we can put it on Facebook Marketplace. And we've been having pretty good luck selling furniture. Somebody came up from Clarksville and bought our hall tree the other night. And if we get any antique furniture, you guys sort of keep an eye on my Facebook page, and we may get a piece that's worth your trip to drive up here. And we've been selling them at pretty good prices. I think that piece was, that hall tree was originally $1,700, and we sold it for $4 something. And that was a unit find that we've had here in the house. So we're trying to keep working and keep. And India's doing the most of it, the lion's share work of it. I got to get in front of the camera Monday and Tuesday night for 3 or 4 hours or 2 hours or whatever it is, and do my selling. And then basically she won't let me do much lifting. I want to. It's not because I'm lazy. I overdo it when I get to doing something, and it makes me take 2 steps backwards instead of a step forward in my recovery. Now, I've not got another scan until July 1st is my next scan of my body. So I've got another treatment coming up February 7th. My immunotherapy that I'm taking, that's coming up pretty soon. And then I've got my not physical therapy, therapist that I go talk to that's coming up Monday at 3 o'clock. I'll be back plenty of time for the auction. But I've started, for my panic attacks and anxiety, I've started talking to a therapist. He's not a psychologist or psychiatrist, I don't think. I think he's just a therapist that, Jordan, he's really a good guy that we talk to, and he's supposed to help with the panic attacks and anxiety attacks, and it has helped me. He has helped me. I try to give credit where credit's due. And then in February, I got to go to the oral surgeon and get these rest of these teeth pulled. And I'm worried about that. I've always been scared of the dentist. And just the thought of them pulling every one of my teeth and me having to wait 6 weeks, 6 weeks, and not have any teeth in my head. So I don't know what I'm going to be eating on. Probably a lot of soup, and I know they'll be real sore for probably a week or two. I don't know if any of you guys ever had that done or not. That could let me in on some secrets on how to get through those few weeks when your gums are real sore, and what's good to eat, and that will keep you. I guess may have to get some of those boost drinks or something to keep my energy up. And then my dentist told me he'd ordered me a good set. He said after about 2 or 3 weeks, call him and they'll go in there and they'll fit my mouth for a good set, and I have a pretty smile again. Maybe I won't feel so old. And getting back to what I was saying last night, I was talking about or thinking about how we all get old and how we get sickly, and it comes around so fast. But we got to keep this mental game going. It keeps us sharp. It keeps us healthier. I'm a big believer now in that 80, 90% maybe of your physical condition all evolves around your mental condition. And by keeping a positive attitude, a positive outlook, and not doing like I did last night and having a pity party about getting old and about being sick and about going through recovery here, uh, trying to recover from my disease. And I need to tell y'all, my sister Kathy got really good news. She had her PET scan done the other day after she had her chemo done, and the disease that's in her liver, all of it was shrinking. It was dying in the center, and it wasn't lighting up on when they run that PET scan on you. It went down from lighting up from 15 down to lighting up to about 6 or 7. So her chemo treatments are working, and she's on her way to surviving and recovery. And I'm tickled to death that she got good news. It cheered her up. They had to give her some blood. She's anemic, and that made her feel better. Everybody knows Kathy Gillock, my sister. Me and her's going through this together, and although it's a bad thing that we have it or had it, it's a good thing that we can go through it together and we can talk about each other's treatments and ask each other questions and talk about it together and try to keep both of us. When I'm down, she has to kick me in the butt and lift me up and make me stay positive. And when she's down, I do the same thing with her. And then we've got our brother that calls us and my other sister that calls, and they try to keep us all positive and lifted up. And then my brother-in-law Eddie, he's always calling me. And then my children, they're always calling. And then you guys, I get a lot of messages from you guys saying that you're praying for me and that you keep me in your thoughts, and that means a lot to me. It really does. But getting back to a little bit of business, India is at the store today. Uh, she'll be there until 4 o'clock, and y'all say a prayer for the children that's uh, on the winter guard that's going to their competition in Tennessee. Say a prayer that they'll have safe travels and that they'll be safe during their competition, and all the kids that are traveling to this. I can't remember what city it was in, but that they'll have a safe trip. And keep us in your prayers. Keep Diva and Darlene and Nett Blevins and my sister Kathy. Keep us all in your prayers that we'll just keep getting better and better and better. Uh, it tickled me to death here in that Darlene Manning's home. Then it tickled me to death to have Diva to answer me back and say that she was at home and she'd got her valve work done on her heart and her stent work done on her heart and that she was at home. that made me feel really good inside, knowing that she's on her way to a good recovery and stuff. And we'll just all keep praying for each other, and we'll make it through this. We'll all pull through it together. Uh, we've got a good Lord that's on our side, and with Him, all things are possible. Uh, no matter what the doctors say, no matter what our enemies say, no matter what anybody says, we've got God on our side. And if when you got God on your side, and there's no reason not to have God on your side, no reason whatsoever not to have the one that created us on your side. And if you've got your Creator on your side, He's got you back, and He's gonna make sure that you make it through these bad times. Just like not only making it through bad times, but it sometimes it takes a little bit of pushing yourself to make it through the good times. When everything's going good and everything's going great and there's nothing going wrong. Sometimes I know it sort of sounds silly to say, but sometimes that's a hard thing to do too, because you're thinking, what's around the corner? Everything's going too good. Everything's going smooth. There's bound to be something lurking around the corner, or you get bored, uh, and then your adrenaline don't get to pumping like it does when things sort of go wrong. And we had a gentleman, a young guy that died. Y'all need to keep his family in your prayers. He got killed uh, by another person here in our town. The other person, I don't think was from here. I don't know all the details. It's not came out on the news or anything like that. But he was a young man, and from all accounts, I don't think I knew him personally. I think I've bumped into him a few times. But from all accounts, he was a comical boy. He'd make you laugh. He'd do anything for you. I've heard people tell stories of how that he's came and fixed their heat for him, or how that he came and helped him get their car unlocked when they locked their keys in there. And he was just a kind-hearted boy, and he was just 40 years old, and he lost his life here the other night. And we're praying for his friends and his family, that they'll be able to make it through this grief process that they're going through. And like I said, I don't know all the details of what happened or what transpired or how it happened. Uh, it's I guess they're investigating everything, and then they'll let us know when we need to know. Oh my goodness, Jeff Reynolds. I was just thinking about you, Jeff. I seen your daughter. She put something really nice on Facebook about you being such a good dad, and I thought about you the other night. I thought, I ain't seen old Jeff in a long time. I'd love to see you again, buddy. Sometimes when I'm at the store, you stop by there, uh, holler at me. But I didn't know that I know they shipped him to Simpson County, got him out of this jail up here. And I don't know all the details of everything, but I know it's from what I'm hearing, it wasn't a good thing, not a good thing at all, of what took place and what transpired. And I'm glad for you, Jeff, that he'll be put away for a long time, and you won't have to be living across the street. Uh, just last week, I heard that he had beat up a guard uh, here in the Allen County Jail, uh, and then fighting with this. Oh, I understand that, Jeff. And say hi sometimes when you're on there to us, because we don't everybody buy that watch. A lot of people just like to watch, and we cut up and we talk and we have fun. It don't matter with us. Always be sure to say hi to us, so we know you're watching. We can say hi back and stuff. And sometimes there's conversations that go on there. I mean, I let the auction goes on and goes and goes, and people get to talking back and forth to each other about this or about that. Hey, Isaac Artreus, nice to meet you. We're just doing a little live here. We usually do auctions on a Monday and Tuesday nights. You're welcome to join in. Uh, and a lot of times we get on here and we're just one big happy family. We got people that lives in Mississippi, Virginia, New York, West Virginia. Uh, I've started naming states: Pennsylvania, Oklahoma, California. We got people from all over that watch our auctions and buy from us. And like I was just talking to Jeff Reynolds there, he's a local buddy of mine. Sometimes they just watch and enjoy the entertainment value. Uh, I've been going through a battle this year and got one of my lungs removed. And so I've not been as fun to watch, I don't guess. Sometimes I get sick and India has to take over, or I'm not as comical as I used to be in the past. I'm gonna try to get that back. I try to be comical. I try to make people smile because. But it's nice to meet you. Thanks for telling us your name there. But we're going to get off here and just wanted to invite everybody. Tell everybody Monday and Tuesday night we'll be back at it, and hopefully we'll find some good items to present to you guys up at auction. And if you're local again, let me just go ahead and remind you, I'm fixing to go on Facebook Live and remind everybody over there. So y'all can follow me over there if you want to. I'm going to go on Facebook Live and got a lot more local people that watch it. And I simulcast on Facebook and YouTube. So I've got an audience on Facebook and an audience on YouTube that both watch the auction at the same time. And if I was at the store, I'd been simulcasting now, but I can't do that on my phone. So God bless y'all. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. We'll say a quick prayer here. Heavenly Father, thank you for letting us gather here today. We're thankful that Darlene Manning's home recovering, that Miss Sandra's home recovering, hoping that Annette Blevins is getting better and that she'll soon get to go home. Praying for the family of the young man that lost his life the other night. God, may you just bless them and help them through their grief and their pain and suffering. And we don't understand why things happen in this life, God. We sure don't. We don't understand sometimes the things that we have to go through, and we sure don't understand when other people have to go through things too. But one day we'll understand. One day we'll have the answer to everything. One day we'll be able to see not through a glass that's got a dark film over it, but all be revealed to us one day. And so we don't need to sit around and worry about uh, things that we just have absolutely no answer to. And in time, we will have those answers, and I'm thankful for that time, that I know that it'll come one day that we'll be able to have that answer to why, what, when, how, uh, and we're just thankful for that. Thankful for you, God. You're providing rain, and I'm sure that's good for the farmers and the animals and stuff. Praying that the kids will stay safe as they go to Winter Guard competition. Praying for them and not only our kids and the bus driver and that's going down there, and the teachers and the instructors and uh, Miss Miranda and uh, Mr. Cook and them, and all the children and parents. We're praying that they have safe travels. And then all the other kids from the other counties, We're praying that they have safe travels too. And it's in Jesus Christ's precious name that we pray. And everybody said amen and amen. God bless y'all. I love y'all. Follow me over to Facebook. I'm fixing to do a Facebook Live too. So I do appreciate each and every one of y'all. I really do. Just wanted to tell y'all I love you. And I really appreciate you. But just God bless you. And tune in Monday night at 7 o'clock Central Time for our auction. And we do some talking there too. You can't catch me nowhere where we're not doing some talking. So follow with us on this journey and this trip that we're all on. Seems like we're all on just a journey together, don't it, guys? We've been traveling this journey for several years now. And it seems like we're all just traveling this journey together. And I'm glad that God's put us all together. See you guys. Bye-bye.